their act of affection, behavior towards you. Either judgment plan of their behavior, so an objective measurement is 4 out of 10. Contempt bias claim is 8 out of 10. Your act of affection behavior towards them. You see everything? No. Okay. You see everything? No. Okay. Why does it look like crap? Alright. Let's try downloading it. And then my friends read about that beautifully. So maybe just make it long and so like here instead of having all this stuff inside. I can just go file close. So how do I go in between? Guys, look at here. Look here. Here. Like this? Like, oh my gosh. Alright. But how are move to the left and to the right. Can't right click into that. If I use the hand. If I use the hand, I can move around. Then I have to switch shape like that. Talk to the hand. Um. Fuck. Whoa. What? Yeah, see, it does that. But over here, it doesn't do that. Finish documents. Press my mind. Go to bed. I think I finished it enough. I did, didn't I? Yeah. That's actually true. It's completely not. Yeah, I gotta finish the banter. Oh my god. Oh my god. I was thinking like the best. I thought I would like the subtext. What was it? So woohoo, I had one viewer. So they think they see. Just don't know if I want one for.
Peterson, Ian McGilchrist.
Idea that that Peterson, that Shapiro, that Owens can say like, oh well.
Most people on everything. Anyways,
What a saint.
well, like I know, but Saint must die before the end. Like when you said Piers Morgan said, "Do you condemn the shooter?" And you're like, in front of these people, no. And everyone's like, "Oh my god, that's wild." I'm like, Dave, and I guess I don't really know what the purpose of that is, other than to
Doing this ever, right? She's proving a point. I think it's a good point. I think it's good to be aware of this. I think it's good to have a situation like this where you're seeing it from the other end, where somebody's doing something to you, and you're like, okay, I actually really don't like this, and I don't like seeing it, and this doesn't make me feel good. One thing that's hard for people, I think, to understand sometimes, hard to intellectualize or articulate, because I think everybody understands it intuitively, is negative and disgusting and immoral rhetoric is actually really powerful. It's a really strong motivator. When you dehumanize somebody and you do stuff like this, you're not doing this because you want to be the bad guy or evil. You do it because when you dehumanize people, you can attack them so much more. You can be so much more brutal. You get everybody on your side riled up. You see them as the enemy, the Amalek, right? You can go so much harder on somebody. And what I got super disgusted with on the during the shooting when the firefighter died was all of a sudden there were these huge calls to compassion from the conservative side for who was, for all intents and purposes, like a conservative loony. This guy tweeted out some unhinged crazy shit. This guy was sitting at a fucking Trump rally, not sitting standing, recording it like this is one of Trump's ardent fans. That when we're supposed to have so much compassion for this guy, and liberals are always supposed to be tripping over themselves, being compassionate, being apologetic, which is a detriment to our side. It makes us look bad. Like, okay, yeah, fuck, we fucked up. Our rhetoric went too far. Like, it's too unhinged. We're sorry. We shouldn't have called you guys Nazis. Like, yeah, we're sorry. And the conservatives are getting to collect all this value and virtue. Like, yeah, you guys did fuck up. You should feel bad for this. Fuck you that this happened, right? And then immediately the next day, it's like, oh, they're commies, they're, the trans groomers, the conservatives get to benefit from all this dehumanizing rhetoric. It's like, no, hold on, fuck you, okay? If we're gonna make it a gunfight, then at some point I'm gonna bring a gun, and I'm not gonna keep showing up with a knife because this is bullshit. You guys can't collect this much value off of your dehumanization and expect us to never, ever, ever do it. It doesn't make sense. We're just destroying ourselves doing this the entire time. Like, we'll start to engage in similar behavior. So this is my thought process on when the. Okay.
nice.
Yeah, you get it, right?
I get it. Yeah.
So like we would say here, like pretty.
So this is where we can get to game theory. Gonna go to the banter mockery, but show this first. Shit. I've got quite a few things to. That wouldn't be dead. We just went through fair, care, and contempt. Then asking, can I trust you to take my concerns seriously? Showing frustration, showing anger, showing consideration, what we need. Then showing other things we need. We need to complain, we need to criticize, we need to praise. We need these actions. We need this lever of contempt. I have contempt for you, and I don't need to praise you. In fact, you also don't have any right to complain. I don't need to consider any of your ideas, they're all stupid. Wait. Oh. Someone or something. I could put the good or the amazing. Okay. Um. Oh yeah, chicken. Um. Hour. Lockout webbing goes off. Care. Yeah, we should probably put the original definition and click at the top and make it small. Definition is harder to do. Oh shit, it's an
Hello
update.
and welcome to another video here, and this time we talk about Stormgate again. Big update, biggest update of the early access so far, so I just thought to myself I need to be talking about that. I'm not an expert about Stormgate, but I still have an opinion, especially as a StarCraft 2 elitist, so yeah, comment below what you think. I'm gonna give you my opinion. You can completely disagree, you can agree. Take it as you want, this is just my opinion, I'm not like an expert in the game. This is what I think I like and I don't like. And you can also find timestamps in the description or in the player to see which topic I'm going to be talking about. And we are going to be starting here with the topic of the hotkeys. So if we scroll down, we see many things have changed, but we are gonna take a look at the hotkeys because some things have changed over there. And this was one of my key point last time. And we can already see, I had a look into it. I didn't have a look at the balance changes quite yet, but I had a look into the hotkeys, and I'm utterly disappointed. To find out, well, we can read it. It's so little we can even read it out. While the hotkeys remain command-based, as another player requested feature, we have added the ability to add any number of modifier keys to your hotkey configuration. You can now modify your hotkeys with any combination of Control, Shift, Alt, and so on. So what does that mean? Well, last time, like last patch, for example, camera hotkeys, they were always on Control. Now you can put them on like Shift. So instead of having like, I don't know, Control F3, you can also have Shift F3. So very little change, and I'm very disappointed. Like, I'm gonna have an outro, like a conclusion, but I can already spoil it. I'm probably not going to be playing it because I can't customize my hotkeys the way I want it. This is something that I just don't agree with at all. I know, especially in early access, I feel like hotkeys should be fully.
So we have this prepped here. Well, let's listen to the rest of that.
Candidate that's going to determine how you vote, because game patches. Oh yeah, game. That's a very mature observation of a thing, rather than to just say, oh well, whatever they're complaining about, that problem's not real, so you discount it completely. You think, okay, we have to measure something differently because the stories aren't lining up with the stories aren't lining up with the data things. So it's measuring patching something. Yeah.
Again, at the same time, your metrics look like, why
This happens with game patches. Oh yeah, gamers are notorious for this. Actually, almost all users are notorious for this. Users have no idea what they want. And part of the job in development, I would say front end, but I mean it really could be any kind of development. Is trying to figure out, okay, well when the user bitches about this thing, what is the user actually upset about? Because very rarely does the user have any fucking idea why they're mad about a thing. They express anger and upsetness and resentment. We have to figure out like what's actually going on. Yeah.
shouldn't be complaining. Use the metrics. I agree with this incredibly hard. This reminds me of when I worked at Twitch, when we launched a product that had a bunch of numbers, telling us how great that product is. But then I asked users over the ground and just said nobody was using it. We're measuring the wrong thing.
It's way too
America's
fast.
recession signals are flashing red. Don't believe them. Let me look a little bit deeper. And I thought about it, and I was like, well, let me look to an expert. And I said, well, who's a better expert than
Wait, hold on. Honey's freaking out. Honey, you're being a harasser right now. Oh. Okay.
deeper. America's recession signals are flashing red. Don't believe them. Let me look a little bit deeper. And I thought about it, and I was like, well, let me look to an expert.
Are his teeth whitened or does he have veneers? It could just be, it could be a whitening, I don't know. If you've got, veneers technically shouldn't be super obvious. You've probably seen a lot of people with veneers and you don't realize it. It's just some people get them done very obnoxiously. Your evaluation of users/scammers, 100% not true, by the way. Audiences are generally good at knowing what they don't like. They are retarded about what they want. There's a great GDC talk from Magic the Gathering designers about it. If you're curious, no. I'm good. I'm good on that. I've seen gamers bitch and complain about enough shit. They have no fucking idea what they like or don't like. Or they might know that they don't like something, but they don't know why.
Yes.
Like, yeah, users are good at identifying.
Yes.
When
They don't like something, but they don't understand it.
They're horrible at coming up with solutions. They're not even good at identifying problems. They're just good at telling you when they're not happy. But they very rarely
Yes.
do they know exactly why they're not happy, or
Yes.
why, or yeah, especially what kind of solution they need.
Yes.
UI design is a good example of that, where every time a new UI comes out, like people will bitch and moan. It really doesn't matter if the UI is better or worse. But like users are always resistant to change. There's just like a ton of stupid shit. This applies to getting normies to critique your art. The reasons they give are usually not that great. Oh, sometimes sure, yeah.
Interesting to know.
But don't you think that game developers also suck at knowing what gamers like and dislike? I feel like most of the time game updates seem super out of touch. The issue is that sometimes you guys just don't realize what the goal is, and you get lost in, no, just that, you don't realize what the goal is. In capitalism, the goal of any firm is to return more profits. That's the only goal. So if a game company does something that you don't like, they could have legitimately, or it could be a feature that more people like, that are appeal to a broader fan base that you don't like, right? So maybe a hardcore fan gets turned off, but they pick up, 5 new fans. Or it could be a feature that a lot of the fan base doesn't like, but it makes so much more revenue that it's okay turning some fans off because of the extra cash you make basically on the game itself. It sucks, but that's capitalism, baby. Hi, honey. He's a harasser.
Every time we released a new version, our players would complain about things that we didn't even change. So, like, one of the big things that they would complain about was, this new version is more, like, it has more lag than the last version. What did you guys do? And we'd be like, we didn't touch anything. What the heck are you talking about? Because, like, we no matter how much we explained to them, they would always complain. Every version, this is worse than the last version. Change it back, please. And then we'd be like, you know, one time I just got so fed up that the next version we released, I would just artificially subtract people's pings, like, by -50. So, yeah. So.
Oh no.
So if, like, their actual ping was 100, I just say, okay, 50. Just say it's 50. And then a lot of the players are like, oh my god, what did you do? This is incredible. And, like, so I mean, it just goes to prove that these people, the people that complain, they have no idea what they're talking about. They don't have they're not doing this scientifically. They're just doing
Yeah,
this
they're not.
based on how they feel. So, you know, it's like
They're using intuition instead of moral
prove to me that
justified
player,
beliefs.
Feedback is something that you really have to, you know, kind of like just kind of you know, filter out and try to read between the lines. So, but one of the funny things was that little thing that I did by subtracting 50 was I didn't check for negative values. So, so some players were getting like -20 ping, and people were like, "What the heck's going on?" You know? And I was like, "Oh my god, this guy's from the future. You know, he's playing from the future." So, yeah, that was a funny moment that we kind of got caught because we're like, oh, you know,
Shouldn't have subtracted 50. You should have just divided by 2. Idiot. Amateur devs.
we have to admit that. Oh, okay.
Amateur
something
devs.
that we actually did
Do you think the idea of gamers not knowing what they want is something that's grown over time, or something that's always been present? No, the idea of users not knowing what they want in anything, it actually explains how great, I think, user interfaces have become, in that you can operate them so fluidly, you don't even realize what's happening. And when something breaks, you're looking around trying to blame some element that you think is out of place, but you don't even know why you liked it before, which I think is a testament to user design. I don't know if this would be like a good mind experiment or not, but I feel like a testament to how good user design is or UX user experiences for a lot of products is, bro, I remember Nathan, I'm pretty sure before he could read, I feel like I remember Nathan on his iPad before he could read. He could figure out everything in terms of how to launch Minecraft, how to build things, how to do all these things. He knew how to navigate the iPad, I think, before he could even really read. And that's a testament, I think, to really good user design, or really good, saying user design. It's not front end, is it UX, user experience? Yeah. So I think the issue is just that when things get broken or things go wrong, we don't know why something's wrong. We just know that something's off, and we can't identify it because so much work goes into designing fluid, intuitive user interfaces now. And a user interface is just one example of all these different systems we've designed. And yeah, if things aren't working, people don't know what's going on.
And I said, well, who's a better expert than Jerome? Than the Federal Reserve? Sorry, the Chairman of the Federal Reserve. So I went to the Chairman of the Federal Reserve, and he said, "No recession on the horizon." Sorry, this is the wrong one. This is Ben Bernanke in 2007. That's our old chairman. Let's ask our new chairman. I'm sorry, that's wrong. Jerome Powell says there's no recession on the horizon. You know, when I hear something like that, again, I feel like I'm hearing something similar to this.
He's on fire. He's ready to go.
Well, I'm being told something that I don't think adds up, but is like just designed to keep things rolling. So let's start with a few inconvenient details that may not line up with this line of thought. And again, at the end, I'll tell you areas that I'm wrong, or could be wrong, and what this all could mean. But I just want to go through a few areas. We'll start with employment. 2 months ago, I watched Jerome Powell speak, and he said, we expect labor market strength to continue. Things are good. 5 days ago, I saw him speak, and he said,
the cooling in labor market conditions is unmistakable.
It's unmistakable. That's interesting. He said labor market strength was definitely going to continue. That confused me. Then I look at headlines. Cisco layoffs, 46,000 jobs cut in the last 2 years. I see AT&T layoffs, tens of thousands of jobs cut. I see Nike layoffs. I see Tesla layoffs. I see Michelin tire companies. It's not even tech companies. I see like tire factories doing layoffs. There was 100,000 layoffs this month. Now, if
Why is Shoe Nice in your YouTube chat schizoing out? Nothing anyone can do. Trump 2024. I shared the stream on my
What's she doing?
Who's Shoe Nice 22?
Oh.
YouTube.
Hey everyone, Shoe Nice again.
Wait,
My advice.
why do we know who this guy is? I've seen this guy before. He eats deodorant. He's a crazy old school YouTuber. He chugs full bottles of alcohol. He used to eat and drink anything. Oh, did we watch him eat a shoe once or something?
If they tell me that the job number is growing with all these layoffs, that means all of these high-quality jobs are being replaced with different high-quality jobs, if not more. Do we believe that? Is that 100%? Is it possible the new jobs replacing them are lower quality or non-existent? Just worth considering. And again, those job numbers talked about, they get revised down quietly later on. So the huge job growth we had just got revised down by the most since 2009, 800,000 jobs less than they thought. But this article says why this time is different. And unemployment has been one of the big reasons that people say the economy is good. Unemployment is so low. If the economy is so bad, why is the unemployment rate so low? It was a great question when it was asked by Rebecca Blank in 2008. Now what's funny is when she asked this, the economy was already in a recession, and they didn't know it until December.
The signs were everywhere, but now it's official.
Do you think there's any validity to the idea that tech layoffs ramped up after they saw Elon do it easily and made everyone realize they were bloated with labor and not actually any outside economic factors? I heard that tech weren't, I mean, people are saying that tech layoffs were extreme, but weren't tech hirings also extreme for the 2 years prior? Was it like right after, was it during or right after COVID? In that time period where like the tech job market was insane and unhinged, and then eventually they started to lay people off. I mean, it seems kind of like the ups and downs of.
So we are in a recession. The research group that makes that determination made it today and said the recession actually started a year ago.
It started a year ago because GDP numbers don't get revised down until later, and you might not know you're in a recession even when you're currently in one. The 2001 recession.
Definitionally, that's true. You don't know that you're in a recession until 2 quarters of. Is it negative GDP growth? Or is it just flatline GDP growth? Or I get people go back and forth on like what is a recession even defined as? But yeah, technically you won't know until after you're in those through those 2 quarters.
You should. You should. There should be absolute canary in the coal mine variables that you are measuring that are better than that. You should be able to indicate and before you get to 2 negative quarters, there will be things before that you should be able to see in any system. All systems work like this. All of them do. They all have multivariate levels of different complexities of different interwoven systems in order for the thing to work. The economy isn't just one thing. It's literally displays and shows it's the behavior economy of the people that are interacting in there and why they are. There's so many things to measure and to see. We should be able to see that. We should know that. But I think this is academia again, just being fucking morons. Sorry, I apologize. Arrogant, dogmatic morons. There we go. Got it.
There's a lot that we might not know in the moment that will be accurately reported on later. The SOM rule. This is a rule that basically says the unemployment will eventually hit a low. And when it rises more than half a percentage point off that low, we're likely in a recession. We triggered that in July. Now, Claudia.
A good example of a good video game development team is the team that works on Destiny 2. It had its problems, but it's clear that it has actually played the game, unlike the Call of Duty devs, for example. Is that true? I've heard Destiny 2 is like on a big downward spiral, but that might just be cope. Because I'm waiting for that game to die so I can get my branding back. It's like a complicated concept, and I feel like it's a waste of time explaining.
It's so funny.
If you don't, and if you don't, you're not gonna believe me. And if
He had his name before the game came out.
One of the big problems with environments that have lots and lots and lots of variables is that when there are so many different things like going on that you can measure at any point in time, it's easy, like as you move through time, when there's like 50 billion different things, it's easy once you've hit a certain time period to be like, once you're here, you can go, oh, well, this was like the trajectory that we were always on. Like, it's so obvious. And then like once you've hit here, you can retrospect and be like, oh yeah, that was going on the whole time. The only thing is that what people don't realize is that once you've collapsed the wave function, like once reality has occurred, it's easy to go back and pick and choose all the pieces of information that support the current reality, because you know the current reality is true, because it's what happened. The only issue is that when you go back to any of these points in time, there's a multitude of options available before you, and it's hard to know for sure, like, what could actually be the thing, right? This is why stuff like, it's not transactional analysis, that's some stupid psych bullshit. What am I thinking of? TA. What am I thinking of? What is it called? It's TA. What does that stand for? Technical analysis is such bullshit for stocks, because you can draw any pattern you want before the pattern is actually finished, right? Just be careful when you're like, oh, well, somebody said this thing before, and now they're saying this thing again, so I know this is going to happen. Yeah, but what you're missing is all the other times they've said that and it didn't happen, or all the other things that were being said too. Just always be careful. Remember, if anybody you should always think about in life. This applies to every discipline, every area, everything you're thinking about. Always imagine the incentives and the money to be made. If you imagine that, it can protect you from so many conspiratorial or nonsense thoughts. Because the idea would be, if it's very obvious that a certain economic outcome is happening or is about to happen, if it's very, very obvious, then there's going to be people that are betting on that, and there's going to be, I was going to say trillions, I'm thinking internationally, but there will be billions of dollars behind that. Like, it will be a hugely profitable position if you could truly predict what was going to happen. It's very, 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 very hard to predict the future economic. It's hard to predict a single fucking stock. It's even harder, obviously, to predict an entire index. It's harder then to predict an entire market, and it's harder than to predict an entire economy, right? And then an international economy again. Like, there's so much, yeah.
Sahm has backed down a bit from her rule, but other people seem to think it still holds, considering it held here and here and here. This is a California stat, but all of the jobs that are being added are coming from the government. Almost everyone. Only 5,400 of them were private sector. Almost all employment growth comes from government jobs. Actual private companies are not hiring, ghost jobs, laying people off. Here's an example. This is engineering jobs. You notice they all peaked in 2021 and 2022, and then have been way down since. Now, these two are still above the pre-COVID median, but software engineering is well below. It's harder to get a software engineering job now than it was before 2020. Things that I thought were keeping the economy afloat. Again, I've mentioned often that we have what you call a
You're thinking of the heterogeneous effects across time. Also, the creator of the SAM rule said it's probably not applicable in today's environment. Oh, sure. You guess actually a really easy example of this. You could even look at
Food for the description.
like if
Food for
tomorrow
thought.
I
Yum.
would kill somebody, every single person in the entire planet will look at my streams and they'll be like, it was super obvious that Destiny was going to be a murderer the entire time. Look at how many crazy unhinged comments he made online. Look at how many times he said to somebody, kill yourself. I wish I could kill yourself. Like, it was obvious he was going to kill somebody. If you didn't see this, you're an actual retard. It was so obvious the entire time he was going to kill somebody. And then let's say tomorrow I die in a car accident, right? And, you know, people are saying like, oh, I thought Destiny was, going to be a apology, XYZ, right? Then you would go back and go, it's obvious he was joking the whole time. Like, he said so many crazy jokes. Like, he's joking. Obviously, he's been under so much scrutiny. Like, if he was going to kill somebody, he probably would have done it. Like, how, right? Whatever happens, when the wave function collapses, it's very easy to go back because there's so many events to choose from and say, oh, look, this thing that just happened now, it was so easy to predict. Look at what happened in the past. I was like, but nobody made that prediction in the past. Or you make a lot of predictions in the past and some of them come true and some of them don't. Of course, you can predict anything at any point in time, but doing it with a level of certainty where you can bet money on it is very difficult / impossible, yeah. Yeah, the method Josh thing is a good example too, yeah.
One in 2022 are not hiring, ghost jobs, laying people off. Here's an example. This is engineering.
I would also be super, 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 super careful about a graph of literally anything